Right, this is a start from scratch in Alteiche. It is. I'm taking you in with me. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done one of Kalle's maps as a start from scratch. And I thought, well, it would be rather different, I think. Let's knock that down. Go straight to settings. Yeah, so we shouldn't own anything. We might have some equipment, it depends. I think Kalle's probably a traditionalist, so I doubt very much we've got a stitch of anything, really. So, which means I've got to work harder. Let me just show you. No time, no distance, not done any running around, chopped a tree down or anything. Literally 1 year, no minutes. So I've come straight in. It's a start from scratch, so it will be on hard, but I'm not going to have it on hard. No, I'm going to go normal. It's already very difficult if you've come in with these settings. So let's knock that off. And we're going to go to normal, which I always think allows for better growth. I'm going to do that to normal and dirt to slow, because it doesn't do very little at all. I'm going to go with my standard settings, which they make it less a problem. I mean, I still to this day, well, yeah, I also played on horse aggravation, where I got all of the standard settings that everybody else has to do. And it reminded me just why I love repair and paint settings, really. So this is where we would be were we the owners of this farm. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is repay the loan that I absolutely detest. And we're going to study the map and also see if there's any equipment at all, because to be honest, we are, 300,000 doesn't go very far. So let's see, are we unfortunate? Have we got... Of course we've not. Of course we haven't got anything, a tractor, of course. There's bound not to be one, isn't there, when you want one. It is weird, yeah, when you do these type of things right. So, well, we can actually put roots down. I think what we'll do is we'll buy a patch of land. I will have... There's a point, actually. There is a point. No, there isn't. That's typical. No, I'm looking for a river, but there isn't one. Besides which, I haven't got permission to use it, so I'm not going to. So, yeah, well, let's have a look. Prices. We really need to find something. I don't want to be too far away from the shop, but it also depends on the price of fields. This is a really good one. It's the one that you actually start with normally. It's got quite a lot of trees around it, which means that you could actually cut those down. But I've done that lots of times. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I mean, I know there's only so many things you can do. You either do a grass start, or you do this start, or you do that start. Yeah, I mean, there is only so much you can do, really. So, yeah, I mean, you will have seen it all. Ooh, that's... I mean, to be honest, when I say you're not too far from the shop, it is a small map. So, yeah, really, none of it's that far away. Besides which, it's a field. We either can or... But that is a shame, though, to use that as a base. It really would be nicer to have a horrible field. Really. Oh, wow. Oh, that's going to be animals or something, isn't it? Now, that's bad, but it's really... What are these ones? Now, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, field 1, we had that one. Yeah, no, we did. That was one that we actually had. I like that. It's fairly central. I think that's us. That is the actual farm, I think. How much is the actual farm? 274. It would literally cripple us. I believe it still would have the... Now, that's fair. That is very central. It's quite cheap. For a base, it's not bad. What about that one? Oh, that's equally bad. I think that's in the middle of the forest. Let's go have a look. I would say, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, there'll be a little bit of stuttering because it's my new laptop, and obviously I've never been on this before, so that it recompiles the shaders or something like that. So it's a little bit slanty. Not really fantastic for... Yeah. That's why at one time I would have just bought this straight away. Yeah. It's called me out a few times, such rash behaviour. Yeah, let's go and have a look at that one. We can actually visit that, and it should be... Ooh, now that. Now that, on the other hand, I can't say flat as a pancake. It's fairly central. Not sure they'd allow us to do much building in the middle, but we've got friends in the council, shall we say. So yeah, this would do as our farmyard. It is awful. It is, so I think we'll buy it. 72,748. Now then, if we're going to go through, yeah, I am going to have, no, I think we're going to have a shed. Yeah, I think it's more believable, really. So we're going to have one of the Omatana sheds built, which has also got solar panels. I think we're going to do that at the top. I don't think it's going to make much difference. Yeah, is it? Let's study the field a little bit. Is it going to make any difference? Well, there's an entrance there, and there's also... Oh no, it's just that entrance there. So we don't want to block that off, but it is nice to be close to the entrance. We could have the shed. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one for a change. I always go for the other one. Now then, yeah, I was talking about this, if like what you'd like to actually have giants do, and it's where I could put that down, because as you move around, it moves. Yeah, what I like is so that you can see, yeah, because you can do a bit of this, and I know you can sort of make it work, sort of. I'd like a little bit more sort of control. I think that's going to be the tree. I think you could probably do it in V mode, because it was not, I think it was just the boughs of the tree. I would say we can always delete it straight away. That's the one thing I've got the mods on that do allow me that a little bit of freedom, which on console again is something that you don't actually. We can fix that. It's, yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, we can do something about that. It's not the end of the world. That's the bad thing of V mode, really. Yeah. So then, now we need to zip in a little. We're going to manually... I'm trying to think, how can we best... If we choose the level from that point, or more about here... Going to cost us a bit though. I'd say there is about perfectly level, but we also need to give it max intensity and a little bit bigger. Right, okay. I've seen worse. I have. But I don't think that's too bad. Yeah. We've damaged someone's drive, but yeah. Have we got a slightly floaty fence? That's what levelling does for you when you're not looking what you're doing. Right, let's just fix that. Just don't tell the neighbours. Ooh, it's going to go underneath a little. That's the only bad thing about doing things like this. Think it's not too bad. I just hope I've not gone too far under, because then I'll have undone. No, I've seen much worse. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Right, brilliant. We could always put a bit of grass down there, or a little bush. No, I can live with that. That's not too bad. Right, smashing. So then, we've got no tractors, and we're not going to cut the grass because we've got no tractor or mower. We're going to just zip through and give ourselves to March to at least get some kind of checking the sales over and things like that. Are we going to make this a bit more, yeah, rather than just pure mechanics? I've got to get better at storylines, as in, like, you know, like telling. I think what we're going to do though is we really will start at the very bottom of the pile. You know, literally, I've come over from the. Now then, remind myself, it's where the, yeah, it is. Smashing. Ooh. Yeah, so that's home. That is where we're resting, and we're going to properly use that. Yeah, so we're going to go through. Is it a little? We'll have to do a. Oh no, we can do. I have found that I have got that mod that literally goes, yeah, like 1,000. Right. Yeah, I didn't think I got it on the. I've got one of the side panels. It was taken over. It's not Cytec anymore, is it? Oh, it was Logitech, wasn't it? It's a Logitech panel. Yeah, it got taken over by Logitech. So, yeah, I've got one of the old side panels. Now, I know there's a new set, but it's very expensive. I mean, this was quite expensive. It was a treat that my wife and daughter bought me for a present day. It was. I very much appreciate that. And I've had it all of these years, so it was a very good investment. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, that's what you get when you do V mode and there's tree boughs. I can live with it. I can. I just wanted more of the field left, really. Right. So then, let's go through. And I thought we were using the actual proper sleep trigger. 9 o'clock. And we should check the sales. We will obviously, because it's got fantastic solar panels. I'm trying not to use the Lorts too much because it is very good. This is good, but the Lorts can sort of. I mean, this can be powerful, yeah, but that's not life changing. Not you know. Right. Typically. Right, okay. Let's go through till October. Well, you can't guarantee the sales. I've said this, but even if we earn enough from this just to actually buy a tractor, then yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm only asking for a bit of a break. I mean, I thought it was difficult in FS19. I mean, I often used to use the second-hand equipment mod. Oh, wow. That is terrible. Right, okay. Yeah, they usually actually, mind you, it's not proper winter yet. Usually the prices, but I suppose it might vary from map to map. But usually in winter, the prices are at their best. Although these are solar panels, I would have thought that was the reverse. Ooh, a tractor. And a header. Ooh. I've got to be honest, that is a good deal. How often would you see a class header of 12.3 for 21,000? That is phenomenal. Yeah, we will. We'll save it for the day when we've actually got a harvester. Really, though, that's the most important thing of all. By Blaue. I think that is how you pronounce it. I think we're going to have to go exactly as is. Yeah, and nothing else. Can we afford a front 3-point link? My mouse has not allowed me to move. Yeah, that's it. We need it. Yeah, it's worth 5,000 anyway, really. Just looking at that. Well, it's just for Tates. Yeah, it's still a good price, but it's not the best of bonuses. It's not terrible already. Right, so we're in November. Now then, let's hope for a bit of a... Yes, we've got a tractor. We have a start. We have a lifeline. Not only that, it's a fairly decent tractor. 350 horsepower for your first tractor. That's not bad. Thank you, Blaue. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but... Yeah, no, this is where it dies back a thing, isn't it, really? Oh, wow, the money's getting worse. Yeah, we couldn't afford it. But to be honest, I don't regret my first choice, although that one will have a front loader. But yeah, whereas the Biggie, I don't think that one does. But yeah, I can live without it. I'd sooner have pulling power to begin with, but also with a front 3-point link, I do like that a lot. That's about the best we've seen, I think. Oh, isn't that typical? That really does show up an awful lot by SID modding, or SIID modding. I always want to say SID modding, but I'm sure it isn't that. But we don't have the cash. Not going to allow bank loans. No, it is what it is. So, unfortunately, we have not. Yeah, January. It looks like we might be cutting the grass. That might be all we can do. But it's what do we do with said grass? I don't think I've even got money for an Omatana, and certainly not got money for a BGA. Right, oh my life, these are quite awful. Still there, taunting us. Right, pellet. Pray for a miracle. It looks like we've got. Well, that's what it wouldn't be the first time I've actually done contracts. Yeah, if it's things of that dire. I mean, I don't know if there are contracts on the map, but I would imagine there will be. So if things are that terrible, I think that's one of the best we've actually seen. But no, we can't even afford that. Well, it looks it looks awfully much like we're looking for some contracts. Shocking. Ooh, liming. Wow, it's not a lot though, is there? I think we'll take them both, because we only need one machine for that, and it's also very reasonable. Let's pop up to the shop, let's get those done. Right, oh, it's one of those that, yeah. Oh, it looks a little bit poorly with those wheels. Right, okay, right, repair, remind me, it's over, yeah, it's here, remember. You were saying, oh it's here, it's at the bottom of the steps. Right, and yeah, no, I'll have to put up with the wheels, it's just tough. Yeah, we need to grab a thing of fertiliser, which we're going to need for other contracts anyway, so yeah, got to speculate to accumulate a little bit, I think. Right, lime. Grab one of my GH66 stupendous ones. The multi-crop greenhouses pack. I'll just grab the one. And most importantly, I think we probably need, which I'm sure it won't surprise anybody which one I'm going to go for, if anybody's actually watched any of my Let's Plays. If I've got a choice and my back's against the wall, unless I'd got it in the sales, I'd always choose this little beauty. Yeah, it's better. It is better at. I mean, there are better fertiliser. It's all right with fertiliser. It's not a superpower. It's liming where it actually really excels. So yeah, it doesn't suit the wheels, but right, okay. So which is the one which we are liming? Mind you, I suppose it goes with the territory that we've chosen. If we're liming and fertilising, who would you want going on your field? Someone with narrows? I would say so. Right, so which one's which? Field 12 is the liming contract, which is where? At the top of the map. Right, okay. Let's go to the top of the map then. Right, well, this is not how I envisaged what we were going to do, really, but as I said, that I think that really is the beauty of it, is the fact that things don't always go to plan. And I suppose, yeah, that's why the reason I like to do this type of thing is I've only got so much. I don't very often crash and burn, but I can't say never. Yeah, I mean, no, actually I can. I've never to this day. Oh, it's over to the right. I haven't, but I've had some very close calls. Yeah, it is. I think you learn to, if your start of choice is a start from scratch, it does teach you to be very cautious and careful. But equally, sometimes to take chances, because you also recognise the fact that you don't actually win unless you do put yourself out there a bit. Let's get over a bit. Yeah, I think I've actually ever been up this high on the map. This is really on the very edge, isn't it? It is beautiful, I've got to be honest. Kalle is a very gifted map maker. I've enjoyed every single one of his maps. Oh, okay. I think I was supposed to go through that. I'm going to be sneaky. We haven't got narrows on, so we're not going to do anything. Just for you, Marty, I'm going to pull out a bit. Yeah, it's funny. I had stopped doing that a long while ago, the pulling out bit, because I always thought, yeah, I looked too small. But then Marty made a comment, and I thought, well, perhaps people do prefer to see your spread, and you know how good the spread is, whether you miss at the edge of the fields. I tend to watch the minimap a lot, but yeah, so I'm yeah, if you agree with my or disagree with my, I would always love to hear from you, because one comment, I've always said this about yeah, I listen to lots of Frithgar's arguments about lots of games, and yeah, I used to really enjoy listening to some of the things he said. Very, very sensationalist, but he knew his stuff. Probably knows. I say that in the past tense because I haven't watched him for a while, because I've been too busy creating my own content. So yeah, not because I've gone off him or anything like that, but haven't got the time to actually follow him anymore, because you're doing the same thing yourself. So not on such a grand scale, of course. Right, smash it. Yeah, now what was my point? That is a good question. Yeah, I do apologise. I've got the tag end of COVID. Sometimes a little bit incoherent still. Just to remind me it's there. It comes out the blue with the coffee bit. Yeah, I'm hoping tonight. Yeah, I've got the full blown, because obviously we all have heard stories of people who've had like a cold version of COVID. I've got to be honest, I've had that as well, where I had COVID, but it was just like the flu, really, not a terrible one. This one was the type of COVID we've all heard of, that really is nasty. Yeah, there were moments when I wasn't sure if I was going to make it through the night. Yeah, that was a little bit scary. But yeah, no good panicking, ever. It only just makes any kind of illness worse. Yeah, so right, that's one. I mean, this is going to be slow going, but it is what it is. Yeah, we can only do what we can do, can't we, really? Collect. Let's just see if any more are coming through. Now, why have we got 2 refresh contracts? Oh. What, we've got more. XC and X. Right, okay, well, Well, it looks like we're not losing hours, so let's go grab. I always think on this tractor, it looks a bit odd. Yeah, as in like where the placement of the fertiliser spreader is, because it's got such tall wheels. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, we need to sort of, we can sneak down there a little, I think. Now this is going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, one thing I've noticed is that whatever Giants have done, I used to have big bags as default, but it didn't work. Yeah, it stopped working a while back, and I was on the first Farmyard around the world in 8 days, and I didn't think anything of it, but this is a brand new install of the game, and yeah, I had big bags as default on, and still, every time I eject lime, it goes into like refillable pallets, like boxes, which of course, you then need a front loader to lift it over this, to actually make it work. Now I know where we are, because this is right where we were on the farm. Am I allowed to? I would say that this side road here is a bit of a public right of way. Whereas that goes through the actual farmyard, and I think that will be a little bit... Oh, no, it doesn't. It's that one there that's the farmyard one. So then let's go grab. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame in a way, because every single time I eject the lime out of this, I eventually need a front load. Well, I suppose we could play what I always do, which is to have the shop can have a telehandler. That's fair dues. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I never thought of that. That's a possibility. It's a while since I've done a contract start. Yeah, but it's the only thing with random things, isn't it, really? You never know what way it's going to go. But I'd say it's, what's that old saying? Variety is the spice of life. Ooh. No, that is, yeah, I was just thinking about that. I never thought about it until I was just about to eject. Yeah, never thought of that either. I'm going to have to like get a bit nasty with a lime bag on, otherwise it's going to, I couldn't fill with that as well. Right, now I think this one was the opposite end of the map. I think it was down. So we want to go up, and yeah, I always find as well, it is strange on yeah, I am on 1 day months, 3 day seasons. It is, yeah, it is true. It's not the best for contracts. They tend to go in the blink of an eye. I've made it work before, but it is true, the game doesn't seem terribly, even to this date, Giants haven't addressed that issue, which would never have been a problem on FS19. Right, so we'll go, actually we can, is it straight on then? Oh, it is. Straight over the crossroads. The one thing I do like about contracts is you do get to see the map. Yeah, because I haven't seen any of these buildings before at all. Literally stuck. Oh, that's our house. Wow. I didn't realise how close we were to field 14. It's beautiful though, gorgeous. Right, so yeah, I think we do want this. Yeah, I think we do as well. Strange shaped field. I think we're going to do this like that. Maybe, I'm not sure that's really wisest of things. Although I suppose we could do a better job going out, since the trees I'm worried about. It's a little bit close, I think. Yeah, I just think it's sometimes better to just just go for it. Yeah, let's not faff around. Oh, yeah, it will allow us a little bit of, but I do like to finish my contracts. Not if there's just a patch missing, but yeah, I don't like to not finish. Yeah, I'm trying to, been trying to for quite a while now, to master the thing of like doing a field like in patterns like that, but it also does depend very much on the shape of the field. But yeah, you can sort of zigzag across a little bit. It's the corners that are a bit, to not miss little bits. So there's got to be a bit of overlap. Yeah, you can't like do it, otherwise you miss the corner bits. Now, I would say we might just about be able to do this smack bang in the middle with a tiny little bit of a... They might let us get away with, and that I can live with. But seemingly they... Oh no, wow, on the dot. Really on the dot, absolutely. Yeah, what we'll do is we're going to take it to about 3-ish. I always find if you don't get a drop like by 3-ish, then it's yeah. Oh, alive. That is a little bit too powerful for me. I did say that, but now it's raining. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to grab the tent that's going to sleep on the edge of the field, I think, and we'll go through till the morning, because we've got no equipment to manage our own single field. Yeah, I know we could sort of, but I've got no means of completely doing my farm. Yeah, I mean, if you start to add up the baler, I mean, yeah, I could get the TPS, that's 1,500, but I need a front loader attacher, all of those type of things. Baler, I need a mower, windrower. Yes, there's a few that I can go sort of quite reasonably priced on, but to be honest, I don't think I can afford the whole lot on what we've got at present. So then, contracts. Ooh. Yeah, then we've got fertiliser on us, haven't we, as well? So, where are we going to now? Field 2 and field 4. We actually, yeah, so we will go to field 2 first. I think well, it doesn't matter, because if we wouldn't do it on this, we wouldn't have done it on what was left. Oh, look at that beautiful lake. Gorgeous. Kalle is so gifted at making beautiful vistas and believable. Look at that mess on the road. Is it believable? Absolutely. Yeah, the amount of times I've seen that on British roads as well. Yeah. I know it's not always that easy for farmers to clean them up, but yeah. It can be dangerous too, but I know it's not that easy. Right, so then, where are we heading? We can go straight across. Then take the next left. It will of course indicate because there's lots of traffic around. Yes, it is a beautiful... Oh, I recognise where we are. It is a beautiful map. It really is. Such a pleasure to drive around. Yeah, I needed a bit of inspiration. Yeah, nothing felt like home. Right, let's let's sit back, shall we? And we can waste, we can't afford to waste fertiliser, so let's just... Yeah, it didn't. I've done a few episodes of Dredge Creek, and I was going to go on there, and I got on and I thought... Yeah, I think it's because I'm not very well as well. But yeah, it's weird how you go on a new map, a new challenge. The one thing I've got to get better at, although I have been alright actually. Yeah, my Around the World series, I don't know that it's terribly popular. I was looking at the figures. There were like, yeah, about 30 odd people watching most episodes. Some people watching, yeah, like a few. So it's like not terrible, not for me. I'm not used to seeing people with thousands of people watching every episode. I mean, I would always class 40 odd viewers as a fairly decent thing. I mean, I do get like more than that on some of the newer sort of. Yeah, I do. It's true. I do get, but I'm happy with that. Is what I'm trying to say. But not if people aren't really. Yeah, it was a bit of an out there idea, and I do know it's a bit hardcore. Is one thing I'm going to say. Although I did think this the other day as well. I've done it as really intense time lapse, and I thought, well, it doesn't really matter whether you did it as 3 hours real time or whether you did it as an hour time lapse. If I'm doing it at ×3, that's the same amount of time. But what I did think was, it's all right saying that, but as you're chatting, your concentration's not as good as if you really need to work, then a time lapse is the way to go, because you can concentrate solely on the work. You have to rely on the inner farmer. If like now I'm an automatic pilot, you're relying on the skill that you've got in the game to automatically direct you to do the job, because I'm concentrating on my words speaking to you. And you do get better at that, but only to a degree, and sometimes you get good and bad days. But what I mean is, no, this is next to the field we had. Yeah, I can say I recognise the field, but it's not. This isn't. We didn't have this one. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Yeah, it is true, I suppose, but what I'm saying is it's a bit of an intense... It's an intense Let's Play, because it's all time lapses, really, and it's a bit hardcore. So I'm not sure. I was a little unsure. The ideas sounds alright, but it's sometimes things don't always translate well with the technicalities or the practicalities, so I'm not sure. I might put it to you, the viewers who are actually enjoying it. No, or am I actually? I'll just, yeah. If it starts to dip much lower than that, then I might like do a news article and say, yeah, well, you've all voted with your feet, and it's like not. Yeah, because I'd sooner get on with things that you. All my life. We will indeed. Or we can only accept 3, remember. So we want to be going for ones that's sort of the best possible price and also reasonably close to each other. Have I got that additional? I don't think I have. I think I've actually got this. Oh, I haven't. I have got that additional contracts where you can take on more. So we will. Yeah. I would imagine Field 11 likewise is probably right next door to Field 12. Oh, my life. Right, where is the nearest? Let's have a look. We've really opened the hornet's nest now, haven't we? Right, so where? Field 18, but that... I think we can do it. I do. When I consider how much we used on this contract, I think we can still do that on what we've got. And then we're opposite the shop. It's false economy to like literally go, we might be able to do 2 contracts up there if we are sensible. Yeah, it's. I don't know if anyone else has ever had this problem. I have had it in the past. Just a word to the wise as well. Yeah, I couldn't get my new laptop to work. No matter what I did, every time I came on, it stuck at 20%. I've seen that before, and it's usually been a mod clash. But I was literally, I was like switching mods off, and if I had no mods on at all, I could actually make the game work. But it was nothing to do with that, nothing to do with that at all. It was that the game had chosen to use Direct Draw 12 rather than Direct Draw 11. Thanks to someone on the Steam forums, I found this forum, went into my config file, knocked it to D3D11 instead of 12, and lo and behold, problem solved. So yeah, if anyone else is having issues similar to that, then yeah, that might fix your problem. It is amazing though, really. I mean, surely that thing should no, let's not giant bash, let's not. Yeah. They're human beings. They make mistakes the same as everybody else. And when you consider, I've got to, I do try to remind myself of this when I go into one of these giant bashing tirades, that this is one of the most complicated games that I've ever had the good fortune to, and it doesn't involve any killing or maiming or destroying, but it is both beautiful and relaxing some of the time. Except when we're having mod clashes, and they're not so relaxing at all at that moment. But no, it is true. That's a moment that isn't relaxing, definitely. But yeah, it is, on the whole, a pleasure to play the game. Of course, giants do throw curveballs, but it is their game, so they do sort of change. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the fact that the big bag handler's been nerfed, but again, I have to admit, well, it's, yeah, if they want to do that. I can see the point to a degree. I did admit that myself after cursing rather a lot. Because again, I probably am one of the guilty parties that use the big bag handler such a lot because it's so versatile, which then means there's like, I'm not using the proper tools. Again, because it's a good all-in-one, you can use it for like bale handling, you can use it for grabbing stuff off trailers, putting stuff on trailers. You can't do that. Yeah, you do with pallet forks, you can do with pallets, obviously. But yeah, your big bag handler does everything, including picking up big bags too, so what's not to like? Right, we're going to do it as we go, because then the numbers disappear, don't they? Right. Right, so then where is next? Where is the closest? I'd say 13 to the right. Yeah, there's a lot up the top. Is there a sort of a... or do we need to go... is there a little bit of a path up there? Oh, I think we're going through the forest. As long as we're not... oh no, I think... is there a bit of a path? I'm not so sure. Oh well. We have found the road. We need to be taking a right here. Oh, it's back up where we were a few minutes ago. It is nice to find. It is quite amazing with a lot of the maps. There are some... I've always been a bit adventuresome. And always, I don't mind taking those things. Now, not a lot of content creators do that. But I've always had that kind of curious mind, or I'm trying to find, is there a better way? Obviously, a lot of maps want you to do that. There's quite a few where there's like little paths that you're supposed to actually go on. Yeah, quite a few of them where there's lots of adjoining paths. And you're supposed to find them and supposed to use them. Like Riverside have got them. Yeah, quite a few of the big maps have got that kind of thing. So yeah, obviously there's a few that are a little bit more that you've got a spot that you can go through that forest at the end. And I'm not talking literally, but yeah, there's a forest you can go through, and if you do, it actually comes out on, yeah, like the opposite side of the road, or just as an example. And so sometimes I think it's a good thing to actually see, is there a way? I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't always, no, it doesn't always work. Doesn't always work nicely. It can end in a bit of a disaster. It has done quite a few times, but a few times, mostly, you can be nicely surprised with the results. Just not always. Oh, it's nice not to have lots of time lapses. I think nearly every single episode that I've done recently has been, because I do try to use time lapses to compound the work in the actual episode. Ooh, that's not bad. I think sometimes, yeah, it's also about having a bit of fun. Right, we finished it just literally. That was a bit close, that. Ooh, okay. We've got to take them, as that old saying goes, got to make hay while the sun shines. It's true. So then, closest. I'm going to need a top up again in a few contracts. Ooh, field 14 again. Well, it is precision farming, isn't it? They do need more than one. Oh, no, actually, yeah, no, they don't. But obviously this is like old school, isn't it, really? We've got arrows on. Yeah, this is sort of like working base game then, isn't it, really? Oh, yeah, we're not quite doing that right. We can almost do that in one, as we found out earlier. Might need to come back and do that because I don't think we're going to get that to finish. Right, let's zoom back, then we can actually see what I'm actually doing. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Oh, we've hit one of those dead spots on the map where the sound just goes. Yeah, I've hit those quite a few times. It is weird, some of the things that actually go on the game sometimes. Like little silent dead spots, or... What else happens? Oh, yeah, those spots where you slow down and stop. Yeah, and you've got a lot... Well, what I normally do is I drop... If I've got a trailer on, I'll let go of the trailer. Oh, I missed a patch there. Yeah, let go of the trailer. And grab it again, and then it seems to just work. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know that it's anything to do with the trailer at all, but that actually does work most of the time. So yeah, I just do it, and it seems to be alright then. And we're doing 71. I'm not sure we're going to quite finish this. I might think we might need to do a bit of tidying. You're still not helping yourself. 86. I don't think you're going to do this. I don't mean we're not going to do this. I mean, like this, where you've not done it. Yeah, we might get it with that little patch just in front. It's 1%. Ooh. Gotta be close now, surely. There's room for error, and there's like when you consider, yeah, it has got tighter on the room for error. No, I'm glad, because I've never really been one for. Now then, how are we doing on? About well under half. So who is the closest? And are we going past the shop? We could do with going up to the shop. So if we go to the left, go grab some more fertiliser, and I think we could do field 4 and then go and get some fertiliser. apologise if you occasionally hear me tap the mic. It shouldn't make a noise, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm coughing a little bit, so I'm trying to stop it so you can't hear me. Right, so yeah, we can. Yeah, I think we're passing. Let's topple. Money is ticking up. Yeah, it's not doing badly. No more liming contracts though. Although I suppose, yeah, realistically, when would the liming, well, I suppose it's going to be used in some of it really. Let's be honest, using the Lort as our supplier is a cracking, right, so if we go straight on, to run the deer over. Now this was our field on Alteiche when I went New Farmer Start on that little short run. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to come on one of Kalle's maps. I thought, let's just shake it up a bit and do a start from scratch. Short run, yeah. Which seems to be what I'm doing a lot. Especially when I'm not well though, that is true. I don't seem fit. I've not got the mental energy to cope with it being big. Right, let's pull back and see what is happening. And we know we're not quite reaching the full extent. I was saying this earlier actually about your skills, even as a virtual farmer. Yeah, when you're not well, you're not at your best. Really, yeah, your skill set isn't as good as it normally is. You're not sharp. You tend to make more mistakes than normal, but as that old saying goes, the show must go on. Yeah, apologies to those as well. I have posted rather late the last couple of days. That's because I've not been very well at all. Yeah, it's hard. Mental energy, emotional energy. We own this field. Yeah, I'm going to say I recognise it. We didn't have tapes in it, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just processing. Yeah, I think that's also it sometimes, where time lapses ask us, there are moments where you've not got anything to say. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I must admit, I'm naturally quite a shy person, so, although I've got to be honest, yeah, it is, as I said, on Low Note, right on my very first Let's Play on FS19, yeah, the thing that enables me to do this is I'm talking to friends I've not yet met. I've not met yet, all my words. Yeah, it's true. It always struck a chord in me when I would say the words. I thought, it's true. It is. I do put emotion into the way that I deliver because I can, because I'm talking to friends that I've just not met yet. Fantastic. Right, zoom in a little. Let's grab this contract. And where is the next? 20. Is that one we owned on the farm? No. Where is the farm? I'm confused. Right, let's concentrate on one thing at a time. Right, so fields 20, which is the sneaky way is to go over here. Oh, it is. It's the farm field. Yeah, this is the actual field that you get with the farm. So, yeah, I've got to be honest, I was very nicely surprised by the size of the fields that you actually got. Also, yeah, the fields were normal. Yeah, it's strange. I think in the past Calle's done some really generous fields, and I thought this was more. Yeah, I mean, we've just seen there are some fields around the map, but he's not given you the very best to start with. I don't mean he's giving you rubbish either. I'm not trying to imply that, but. It's amazing language, isn't it, when you consider it? How we can imply without even meaning to imply. Yeah, you can sort of like that. You can sort of infer one thing which you didn't really mean. Yeah, I don't know whether it's an adult thing, but then you start to get defensive, and you really didn't mean any offence by it at all. But I think that's how often. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And as always, as fellow shareholders on the farm, I always love to hear from you. And goodbye for now.